Evening, crewmates. Captain Andy here. Here with a new layout finally. Said I've been going to do this for a while, mostly off stream, but I've been wanting to do this for a while. I'm supposed to just keep going, giving the default one that Streamlabs allows me. That's what I'm using, Streamlabs, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. I am using one that Final Fantasy XIV has provided. That Square Enix that provided for it's a Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers overlay. I like it. My artistic skills myself are not the best. I'm pretty sure if I paid for some parts of it, I could have gotten something a lot sooner. But I like this. It kind of fits Final Fantasy XIV, and I like the layouts of it so far. Had to modify a little bit of it, but here we are. Hope everything's coming out clear. And welcome, Captain Andy here. Here for a little bit more fun of Final Fantasy XIV to help Clalin get through all the respective quests and story that this game has to offer, one step at a time. Although in the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, must have been one slow step at a time, as getting through a lot of the job quests and class quests and just random quests here and there that I've not done has taken more time than I thought it would take. But we're almost at that point where I can finally go on with the story. I only have a couple of things left to do. One, Hildebrandt, which I'll get to a little bit later on today. The only thing left to do really right now is just catch up on a small couple amount of quests here and there, and we'll go from there. We're going to start right here with the fish I caught earlier today, the Navigator's brand, to give it to Wawalago. Let's go. Let me know what your thoughts on this layout. I'm pretty sure other people have used it. I like it so far. Did you do the deed? Mayhap the old one observed with its oversized orbs the futility of fleeing the ferocious fisher? Wawalago was not worried. Happy happenstance it was that I caught my old one, and you will also be lucky with your lure. Here you go. A Navigator's brand! The deed is done. This is the Lord of the Brewer's Beacon by the Bream. Huzzah! Still, the success is shocking in its suddenness. Have I been surpassed? Slipped to the second spot from the summit? I am not worried, for there is more fishercraft than obliging old ones. Still, Clalin is skilled to snag her second old one, and I'm less lonely at the top for it. A fine fish this Navigator's brand. Firm yet flaky, I fancy. Grilled with garlic and garnished with greens, or steamed with shallots, then served sauced and spiced. A vintage beyond this old one will make. The old one is an oblation, that much is obvious. Grab the grill pan and let us greet the god of gastronomy. But Wawalago also wants his wet-aged fish marinating in its marine memories. A dry, no, wizened white wine, I think. Something from the 6th astral era sleeping in my cellar. Still here. Abject apologies, Aslan, my admirable academic. I hereby pronounce Clalin proficient and pugnacious, fit to fish your lurking leviathan. That's a relief. As I said, I will have to avail myself of the services of a skilled fisher once I find the Nepto dragon. Mistress Clalin, I hope you'll accept a standing offer to face this hideous monster in my stead. I guess. Fantastic. That is to say, excellent. I shall continue my travels and discover where legend becomes reality. I'll return when I know more. A fine collaboration this will be. You fish, I publish. Farewell for now. That is to say, see you soon. Bye, buddy. Well, that went well, wouldn't you say? Now for practice. A scholar stops by and steadily we supplement our skills. We are often oblivious to old ones, but they are all around us in appreciable abundance. Culling them would be quite a quill in your cap. I recommend it readily. You can always take that catch to Mordona. I've been told tales of someone in Revenant's Toll with terrific tools to trade for fearsome fishies. Everyone enjoys an excellent exchange, and they say there are many to be had from this trader at the toll. 3 T's, my master call it: technique, tool, and talent. Neglect not the right equipment if you're obsessed with the old ones. What a marvelous meal I'll make of this. Should I share with that surly Sissipoo, or slight her by just saving a salted slice? I guess these, I already have them. Just add to it, I guess. I like big fish and I cannot lie. You're the fish I can't deny. When the fish reels in... I lost my train of thought there. Feast of Famine. Alright, alright. I know what this one is. This is where you have to catch 6 big fish. I'm going to start the quest. I'm not going to fish it tonight. I'm not going to bother to attempt this tonight. The arrival of an audacious adventurer is always an auspicious affair. I have a word for you if you would wait but a whit. Whew. All this long while have I, Wawalago, wielded the willow, and so have unparalleled understanding of the calamity's copious consequences for creatures that cavorte in courses and combers. Such confusion and chaos caused by the calamity, fish are found far from where they once frolicked, like the loosening of the legendary Nepto dragon in new domiciles. With which I wander onto today's topic. The realm rings with reports and rumors of fantastic fish. Incredible. Incredible Ishik impressions that indicate an onslaught of old ones. Better than old ones, living legends. Only a false fisher fails to fling itself at such a fortuitous find. Lenosha, the Black Shroud, and Thanalin. Where were these rousing reports arose? The dearth of details does deter dilettantes, despite the delights of living legends. But you're a full-fledged fisher, flush with frills and fundamental both. Lure all 3 living legends into the light of day, or die despairing. Innovated by the enormity of the enterprise, practice makes purpose. So, might ply your pole against the old ones first? If only I were footloose and fancy-free like you. It is my fatal flaw that I am indisposed as well as too many to indulge my instinct through inspection. Yeah, so this requires us to capture 6 large fish in each of the 5 respective regions. Lenosha, Black Shroud, Thanalin, Korthus, and Mordona. With the last one, I believe, being in eastern Lenosha? I forget the exact location. Yeah, right here. Deliver living legends to Lenosha, Black Shroud, and Thanalin. I'm not doing that today. I'm not going to bother to attempt that. That's something I'll do off stream if I have when I have time for that. I know myself, the hardest one I did it for Andy, my other main character. The one in the Black Shroud took the bloody longest. Gosh, that took too long. I complained a lot too about that. Oh my. Hey, I think these are some new people. This one is, anyways. Yeah, the Xbox version was released recently. Alright, so this one's done here. I had a quick look around, and I've only had like a couple more quests left to do. So, next thing I'm going to do is actually the last quest for the Beast Tribes, the Ixalan in particular. For that, I'm just going to go click on the Goldsmith. We're going to teleport ourselves all the way to North Shroud. And after this, I got like a couple in Mordona, then we're going to go straight into Hildebrand. Well, not exactly straight. You'll see what I mean. Got something to show you guys first. Before that. First, I want to get these quests out of the line. With exception to the fishing quest, these should finish off the rest of the quests within the Realm Reborn, aside from the ongoing new stuff. Alright. Spread your wings and soar. Squawk! day to be remembered this is, at long last, at long last. Complete the Zul Clalin, we will rejoice, cry, soil self and excrement. Matter of attaching and calibrating final components it is. Then up into the sky before up into the sky before Nautilin fanatics arrive. Task for Clalin Sizzle has. Final task to craft finishing component. Take these materials to fall gold float. Clalin must expect Clalin's finest work Sizzle does. Alright. I forgot for this, I need to get these on because it won't let me craft without it. Ta-ta, boys. Hello there, adventurer. Come now, I can hardly hear you. I said hello there. Oh. Finishing components materials. Materials required to craft components used to place the finishing touches on Encult 9 airship, the Zul Clalin. Oh. Ah, I see you're seeking to craft your final airship component. I recognize the materials, but I would not dream attempting its synthesis myself. I'm certain that you will have no trouble, of course. Here are your materials back. The facility is yours. Merci, my child. Let's go make this travel quest. Ixal. Namazu? What's a Namazu? I'll get there eventually. Assuming this should be the last one at the bottom. Finishing components. Let's go. Ooh, I hope I can make this. Oh, I don't know. Ooh. Alright, let's go ahead and this part in. By the way, spoilers. Clalin, quick, now, quickly. Have that final component, we must. Finishing component to be used in completing the Zul Clalin. There we go. Yes, exactly what we need this is. Final piece of the Zul Clalin. So Chief, Totolok, terrible news this is. Squawk, news? What's news? Heard from little bird and Nautilin we have. War balloon pilots have begun priming airstones, Tazal says. Priming airstones? That sounds ominous. Yes, seek to harness blessings for Garuda they do. Stones provide propulsion for balloons. Signal preparations for coming sort of thing this does. Squawk, send details of assault Tizul has. Fly here to Encult and destroy the Zul Clalin balloon squadron will. Squawk. Thick-skulled zealots obey goddess or face annihilation, they say. Shriveled and dead their souls are. The Encult 9 is a gathering of crafters, not warriors. And this camp is defenseless against attacks from the air. We're doomed, aren't we? Speak truth, little no feather does. Everything we have worked for, go up and smoke it will. Cease your screeching, fledgling. Need to think. Cripple this attack somehow, we must. Clalin, not so final what's final task. Ask one more boon of Clalin Sizzlewood. Dangerous mission for one true warrior among us. Stop war balloons from ever taking off Clalin must. But swiftly, now swiftly. Once they are airborne, soon float beyond our reach they will. Make haste for Nautilin and snowy Quarthus. Make contact with Tuzal Toltan. Know how to sabotage assault, he will. Clalin handles fanatics. Rest of Encult 9. Continue with preparations for maiden flight. Huddle in nest and wait to die. We will not. Those are actually nice feathers for him. I think it's a him. Alright. Because I don't trust this Exalt quest, I gotta go back to my another class for this. Where exactly Nautilin am I going? Fast if I go here. Okay, teleport. Let's go. Hey, for those that are joining, thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great evening today. Alright, so let's go to Nautilin. Get this quest finished. Let's actually go the other way, because this is the way towards the ending of it. Or towards exactly where the quest is. Keep going this way. We got to speak with someone named Tuzaz Toltan, the Unseen. But we see him. Featherless one is reinforcement promised by a cop. Shh. Keep voice down, you must. Wish to attract attention to the vicious air skulls, we do not. Thank your gods, balloon squadron has not yet left ground. Flotation bladders are filled and ready. But take much time, preparation of air stones does. Charged by power of vortex array, stones are. Once stones are fully primed, load them onto balloons and take off, air skulls will. Before this happens, disable vortex array we must. No power means no propulsion. Simply enough, yes? Tools for sabotage Tuzal has. Corrupted crystal shards. Insert these into turrets of vortex array and disperse elemental wind currents, they will. But begin with primary turret, you cannot. Disable secondary turrets first. Very important. Delicate and dangerous work. Disrupting flow of elemental power is... Look, featherless one. See you this glowing device. 1 to 3 secondary vortex turrets it is. Try inserting shard. Yes? Alright. Over aspect ether manifested into solid form. Alright, let's put it in. Ooh. Good. Very good. Understand how it is done now. Featherless one does, yes? With the Nautilin, 2 more of these you will find. Sabotage both remaining secondary devices. Then seek out primary turret. Once main turret is down, cease feeding power to air stones. Vortex array will. Then hurry back to Encalt and witness the test trial fight we can. Alright. These flightless birds. Ah, they can fly. Alright, here's another corrupted crystal shard. There's the other one. Nope. There it is. And now we go to the primary vortex device, which is up here. How would one normally get through here? Okay. This area, back in 1.0, for Clalin, Paladin, and Warrior, to get to the level 50, the highest level at the time, this is where you used to level up. It was a good XP spot back then. At least for that high level. As well as down here. So those 2 spots, there and here, were good XP spots back then. Right in the heart of Nautilin. Although back then there was no snow, so it was different. Spark! Raw balloons and propulsion featherless one has. But sense something amiss, Tuzal does. Report to Chief Totolok. Tuzal will remain in Nautilin and keep an eye on Airskull's featherless one. No better option there is. On top of observatorium, observe both lands of Quarthus and the Black Shroud at the same time. Featherless one can. Send small featherless one to join you, Tuzal will. Welcoming of sneaky Exalt at Tower Deep are not squawk. All right. Squawk. Right, so we have to go around the mountain. The one way over here, that's for my relic quest. For that, I need to get into Snow Cloak, which I cannot get access to until I get to that point in the story, which I think is 6.4 or 6.3, one of the two. Sorry, 2.2 or 2.4. I forget which one. Now, it looks like I can't see where I'm going just because I can't. I'm just looking at the map. Can't even see the ground. Eventually, though, we should be seeing a huge tower coming to our view. Right there. I'm to go inside? Alright. There you are. Tataramu. There she is. Tataramu. Where have you been, Clalin? Have you not heard? There was another one of those vortex turret devices hidden in a ravine in Nadalin. It would seem the Ixal air skulls were craftier than Tuzal gave them credit for. Let us continue to the roof and see what we can see. It's a blizzard outside. How can we see anything? I can barely see where the building was. Of course, it just magically just stopped. I guess it does eventually, but get this clearing within seconds. Anyways, there was only the one war balloon that managed to prime its airstone, but I'm afraid one is all those zealots will need. Without Balatas and even archers, the Occult Nine can do not to prevent their fanatic kin from dropping explosive munitions right into the camp. Ah, over there. It's heading south, towards the 12's wood. Blast and bother it all. I feel so helpless. Why must fate be so cruel? Squawk! Brand balloons directly over unbelievers' dung heap. Smash and burn their little toy, we will. Solid chieftain. Chieftain! Alone up here, we are not! What's happening? What's happening? Good God, it's the Blackjack! I know my father's ship anywhere. Father, what madness are you planning? That boy's whims will be the death of me. There's a look. Oh, wow. Ramming speed. He did it. Yeah, I guess that's the way to get it done. What did I tell you? Sturdy skyways construction. That beastman blimp never stood a chance. But please, Chairman, you endanger yourself and the company's future both. Ugh, I believe I shall be sick. Oh, pipe down, will you? I haven't felt this alive in years. And besides, Highway Skyways has more than a competent successor. Let us arrange a meeting with him now, shall we? But what of your appointments? The syndicate awaits our arrival in Ul'dah, and following that you have an engagement. with Master Jujurudu and Costa del Sol. Cancel them. All of them. But sir! But sir! He's using the signal lamp. Meet at Ixal Camp. Do not be late. He could have just used a link pearl, but Father would insist on doing things the hard way. Come on, Clalin, let us be off. Hey, look, the blizzard's back. And for this, we go south. All the way to here. And now we go straight to the Ixal camp. We're almost done this quest. Water. Proud Creek. The featherless ones, this day belongs. From Tuzal about mid-air From Tuzal about middle ramming sizzle herd. Father. Coulson had a few words with me. I thought myself too old for one of his lectures, but apparently I was wrong. I've heard that the Ixal are people who lost their wings, a people whose greatest wish is to once more fly freely amongst the clouds, and that the invention of the balloons was a step towards reclaiming that which they once had. But perhaps we are the ones who truly lost the freedom of flight. Tataramu. When I look upon your face now, I am reminded of words I've not heard of in years. Spread your wings and soar. That was a slogan coined by our company's founder, by your grandfather. Stop! Split scissors, side you will! Have I said something amusing? Spread your wings and soar you must. Qualang's favorite saying it was. Your mentor said that. Then it was not only your technology that Highwind Skyways borrowed, but your philosophy as well. Chief Totalak, I wish to apologize for the disrespect I have shown you. Without the contributions of the Ixal, my company would not be where it is today. My father, Tata Nora, owed his secrets to the knowledge he learned under the tutelage of Clalin. On behalf of Highwind Skyways, I extend my fullest gratitude to you and your people. Skak, enough! Make scissors squirm in front of fledglings, Tata Baru will. Give thanks too, Sizzlewood would. Brought dream within Ixal 9's grasp Chairman's son has, but Encount 9 within reach of Ayatlan. Tataramu, time to launch our bird into sky, yes? Yes, sir. Commencing trial preparations for the Clalin. All crew members begin pre-flight inspections. This is a beautiful vessel. My boy was hiding some truly revolutionary ideas in that obsessive head of his. Like grandfather, like grandson. I believe you are owed a debt of gratitude as well, adventurer. 'Twas due in no small part to your actions that the dream of my son and his exiled colleagues now stands to become reality. Dazul is watching even now, Sizzle thinks. Arrive on Paradise's doorstep soon enough, we will. Spread our wings and soar, we shall. Where'd you go? Down there? Okay. Oh. Apparently I can't jump down that small little breach. Okay. My dear Clalin, oh, the gratitude I would endlessly heap upon you. There are no words to express the joy I feel in this moment. But perhaps I am being premature. Why, the ship has yet to even leave the ground. I must focus on the task at hand and be sure that every bolt is tightened and every knot secured. There is, in actual fact, one more request I would make of you. The absolutely final one, I promise. This is a figurehead I've been working on. I would like you to take the rest of the materials and craft the finishing component. It's only fitting that your craftsmanship binds the Desert Qualin's figurehead together. Here are the items you'll need. Pray present them to Settle and see that we have his blessings on the design. Do I need that thing as well? Oh, okay. Missed chance to empty bladder, Clalin has? Unless wish to miss inaugural flight test, Clalin does. Materials to craft components for a traditional Ixali feathered figurehead. Shock! Figurehead component materials? Familiarly designed this is. When did Tataramu learn to craft traditional flying charm? Feathers of figurehead serve to remind Ixal of ancestors, and warn Balloon against capricious nature of sky they do. Impressed with Tataramu's foresight, Sizzle is. Has Sizzle's blessings to complete figurehead, Clalin does. Crafting this component is a simple matter, yes? Be sure then to pour all Clalin's skill into task. Finish part and return to Tataramu before final inspections are complete. Clalin must. See figurehead proudly attached for death flight, Sizzle would. Well, I can't even get that voice again. Sorry, guys. Oh, Goldsmith. Alright, let's get this going. Forgot gloves. There we go. Clalin, you brought the last part of the figure? Not the last part of the figurehead? Alright, last one for this. It shows a component to be used in creating the Desert Qualin's figurehead. Alright. Thank you. This will do perfectly. I think I'm ready. Ready to entrust my life to the Desert Qualin and aim for the highest skies. We're all but done with the last round of inspections. It would be safest if you were to withdraw several steps. Only the gods know how this will unfold. I think after all the quest lines with this was actually a nice wholesome cutscene to watch. Echo 9 arrived at long last. Moment of truth has. To a Yatman we fly. Ignite swirling propulsion engine. Oh, but those are cool shades that Chieftain is wearing. Swirling gas primed and ready. Ah, engine fuel pumping. Air pressure and temperature favorable. Engine output is steady. Instrument readings within expected parameters. Extend the wings. Open the throttle. Release moorings. Clear for takeoff. The Clalin is away. It does. Too low it flies. Something's wrong, there is. Just the witch's shroud. God damn it, why now? The sudden difference in ethereal density above the crown of the trees can produce turbulent air currents. A rare phenomenon particular to the black shroud and the bane of even the most seasoned airship pilot. Keep her steady, Tataramu. Ride the wind. Don't fight against it. Extend wing for full brim. Release primary and tertiary ballast. The ship won't turn. Come down to Clalin. That's all you have. Why, damn you? Built you better than this. Fly! Fly! Fly, Tataramu, fly! Spotted the Clalin from Natalin's vantage point, says all had. Indicate altitude of 5,000 yalms, instruments do. Soar like bird it does, soar like bird. Clalin, the test flight was a complete success. It was a shaky start, but the Clalin and I both returned unharmed, and we reached our target altitude of 5,000 yalms. That's higher than any Eorzean airship has ever flown. A new aeronautic record, unofficial though it may be. Despite its impressive performance, however, the Clalin still cannot achieve that which Sigil dreams. Climb above and beyond the clouds and arrive on the legendary shores of Ayatlan. But we'll continue to improve and tweak our prototypes, and one day we will catch a glimpse of that floating paradise. There is no record that cannot be broken. By the by, Clalin, there's something I've been meaning to ask you for the longest time. I know why I am here, but whatever brought you to the Occult Nines camp? One thing led to another, and your original mission was to respond to an Ixali threat? I do believe you've gone above and beyond and somewhat quite far to the left of that call of duty. I dare say the Twin Adder office who enlisted your services by now I dare say the Twin Adder officer who enlisted your services is by now rather alarmed by your prolonged absence. Perhaps you should report back to Gridania and put her mind at ease. I guess that's a good idea. Alright, let's go. I mean, I'm doing this quest for now 10 years. I guess it's time to report in. Yeah, it probably would have been 10 years actually. Ah, building. Old Gridania. Let's go this way. There you go, I can hand in this quest finally. There you go. Quest line. Yes, Clalin? What can I do you for? Oh, the attack on Ethat Spire! The captain mentioned that he sent you out to investigate further, but I completely forgot you were still, that is to say, the Ixal appear to have abandoned their plans to assault our towers. Excellent work, adventurer. You must, however, remain alert and at the ready. The thought of those war balloons drifting over the city walls is one of our citizens' greatest fears. A nightmare that we must never allow to become reality. I shall likely have need of your services in the days to come. So pray keep your skills honed and your blades sharp. Did you hear the news, by the way? There's some excitement here in Gridania while you're off trampling the underbush. The son of Highwind Skywitch chairman Tatabaru suddenly vanished into thin air. Folk were crying foul play, though no body or blood was in evidence. It's already been found. Well, perhaps now things can return to normal. Travel quest complete. Reputation up. Woo, sworn. That's all, folks. Alright, before I venture off to get the last set of quests in Mordona, which I don't think those ones will take long at all. I just want to go get one more piece of items from here. I hope I have enough money for it. I think I do. Hop! I'm surprised Clalin remembered the original reason why we were sent out here, because I certainly didn't. Alright, so we gotta go back to Ixal 9 here and just get the last piece of what I need. Out of that, we go to the Vendor. Direwolf. I get one of each, I guess. New minion. Direwolf. Everybody, I forgot to show you something. Here you go. Here you go. Have these. This. I'll keep that. There you go, done. Thanks, buddy. Alright, that's all for this area. So now let's go to more donuts. think there might also be one quest, because I did all my, all the, Realm Reborn Beast Tribes are done. I think there's only one more that culminates them all together or something. I think it might actually be in Old too. I'll double check which are done. Alright, so these are the last two I think I was missing. We'll start with Submission Impossible. Let me guess. No, not guess. Let me tell you why you're not happy. You, Sister Adventurer, are not fulfilling your potential as a crafter. Now, what I'm going to teach you is how to craft a Glamour Prism, and I will not accept a single gil. Do you know why? Bad energy. No doubt you are ill at ease accepting such a valuable gift without lifting a finger in return. Well, if you feel you must do something, then you can take this letter to Rowena with my undying love. Okay. Alright, with the Hildebrand Crest I'm going to be coming up too, I looked up a little bit what we have to do for that. Well, I've done it before, but yeah. You again, messenger girl? What do you want of me now? A missive intended for Rowena. It's sickeningly cloying contents mercifully sealed within an envelope. Sickeningly. Not that fool Wizcard again. Undying love, he says. Ooh. Undying love, he says, in debt to me up to his neck and ran to beg for more time to repay. Ha! Not bloody likely. Right delusional, that one. Plays at being a man, but he's no more than a worm. I'd spit in his eye and tell the world what a puddle of piss he is, were he standing before me. Undying's a good sort of word, though. Tell him I'm doubling his interests. His debt's going to live just about forever. As far as I'm concerned, he can crawl on all fours, licking up crumbs and scrabbling for dropped gil. What a fool. Plenty of good wares, but he won't get off his arse and turn him into profit. He can get square with me and then some if he wanted to. Rip. Yeah, that quest didn't take long at all. Haha, magnificence! I witnessed all. You might not have heard of me, but I can assure you I was applauding the entire while. The cutting words, the enfeebling images, she raises excoriation to the realm of art, a dominion over which she rules with an iron hand, forcing her wretched subject to grovel in the dirt. That, my sister adventure, is the secret. It's about balancing energies, dark and light, high and low. But enough of philosophy, on to practical things. The making of glamour prisms you shall learn. Though not from me. Alas, Mrs. Rowena has yoked me to a truly back-breaking debt. She bids me get down to business, and that is what I must do. But fear not. Everything you need to know about crafting the prism can be found in the tomes Tataroga deals in. And they can all be yours for a special low price. Don't let these deals pass you by. Thanks, buddy. You can now purchase master crafting tomes from Tataroga as well as Goblin and Vesper Bay. By using the tomes, you can learn the recipes within. Yay! You, buddy, you're next. Name's Guiding Star, and you have the look of a goldsmith. My goal is no less than attaining complete mastery of all things crafting and gathering, and to this end I roam the world. But I must say that Revenant's Toll offers a sore temptation. The temptation this day. I'd heard tell that the Adventurers Guild has thrown its weight behind this place, but I have no idea the kind of talent pouring into the camp. I could just tell from your hands that you're an adept yourself. You've not flinched at the notion of a little hard work. One of your standing must have tools to match. Surely must own some choice items. Will you not let me see one? Equip the Gatherer Crafter's Tool level Item level 50 or higher. Speak again. Okay. Done. Ah, magnificent. It is everything I expected. Though not more. Forgive my blunt ways. No doubt you are fond of your chosen instrument, but surely there are tools better suited to you. Tools that require the delicate touch of an adept of your stature. As it happens, such tools are available to you. You need to go no further than Clalin here. He can be a mite testy, but he's one of the finest toolsmiths the realm over, and his selection is impressive. Now, he won't simply hand him over. You might need to furnish the man with a bauble or three in exchange, but for an adventurer of your skill, such errand would pose little challenge. And if you would walk the lonely path to mastery, why not petition Clalin for one of his tomes too? He calls them cookbooks, for they hold some of the most complex recipes you'll ever see. But you have skill enough for them, I'm sure. Ever craft a rule by triumvirate, tool, skill, and curiosity. May you prosper in all three. Cheesecake. You can never go wrong with cheesecake. You may now trade with Clalin. After obtaining specific items, you can exchange them for gatherers and crafters' tools. Aside from doing this eventually, the lion trades, I think that's pretty much all the quests Reborn has to offer at this point. Curious, what do you sell again? Tomes? Right. I can get those later. Do I have any of these actually? No, I got that. How about this? I got 4 in my salad, but I can get 4 of these now actually. Later. How about you? Alright. I think there's only one more quest, which I gotta go around the origin to find out. That is for the amalgamation of all the Beast Tribe quests. As I got into the highest rank for all 5 of them within the Realm Reborn. So I know there's another one that brings them all together. I don't remember where it was. I'll have to look for that later. So stretch back to here. Next on my list, what I want to do before I continue on with the story for Clalin is I have 2 things left to do. One, I want to go through the guild heist. There's a bunch I still have to find them. That'll take like, what, maybe 45 minutes, maybe 52. I'll do that another time after this. No, what I want to do right now is what I've been saying I've been doing for the past little while. I'm going to get to it now. I'm going to jump into Hildebrand. Now, Hildebrand's been around since 1.0 actually. I forget how this one in 1.2.0 turned out, but in 1.0 he just I forget what expansion what update he was added at. But much like here, it's comedy relief. And along with, I actually got a video I'd like to show you guys. I'm gonna place it here. Where's a place I can go there? Because in-game music tends to be a bit in the way-ish. Let's go find a quiet spot, shall we? Here's a good spot. Alright. I was going to show you a quick video of 1.0 Hildebrand. Not for those that don't want to watch this, just skip ahead a few minutes. It's gonna be a quick video. Quick-ish. Alright, so here we go. Let's see if this works. I worked on this earlier. Here it is. So this is not me in 1.0, but it's I think it's a Mikote. So this started off in Gudania, actually. And Was it Gridania? I think so. Or was it Limsa? I think it's this one's starting out here in... Yeah, no, it started in Gridania where you just get introduced to him. And I'll try and explain as much as I can as I go along, because I don't want to play it. As you can see, it's a longest video. I'll post the link to this in the description after I'm done my stream. And you can check it out yourself. But along with the interesting parts of Hildebrand 1.0, aside from the introduction of him, he actually also dealt with Uriage and actually made mistakes with his name on more than a couple occasions. So let's give this a go. There's no voice, of course. Yeah, so this was where Hildebrand, there was a missing bag, and you solved the investigation yourself, but he came in afterwards, and as you can see, his famous poses are still here. Nasher's sleeping in the background. And he still says what he used to say before agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, and the reason why he came to the rescue in this case is he didn't want to pay for a salad, or he forgot to. There's Mune right here. Younger Mune by about 5 years. Next is in Limsa Lominsa, where the case here was missing ink or something, or misplaced ink. Same sound effects as well. And once again, he comes into the case after you've already solved it. And much like here's goes about his business. And since you did Limsa Lominsa and Gridania, of course you have to meet him in Ulda. The case here was in regards to a missing ring, a wedding ring, I think. Kids were trying to find it, and he had to take the case. It's Hildebrand. Who the hell's this? And there's Nasher. She's the one that actually solved the case for this one. I give her that. She found the wedding ring at the Miners Guild, where the last place where the wife was. Yeah. It was under a table. Now, this upcoming here was based on Limsa Lominsa, where there was a series of weapons being stolen. And both you and Hildebrand both worked together on this one, I think, if I remember right. And since you're the one that usually gets caught in the middle, like with Hildebrand stuff, they tried to set up an ambush for you. As right here. You're the knaves and loitering around my men for the past moon, masquerading as one of us. And he instantly tries to direct that to the person that's actually in this group. Governor. Stop calling me governor. And here's Nasher to, well, kind of to the rescue. I think they took those expressions to nowadays and just expanded on that. And he beat up everyone. Mommy! Yep. Genius in the field of disguise. Alright. Yeah, I think this would have been before, I think it was 1.19 when Urianger started saying prophecies that Dalamad's going to fall, and being right about that too. And this is where Hildebrand and Urianger starts interacting with one another. Near to land-consumed sun. I can't read this quickly. So the famous verses of prophecy, cryptic words shall wreak the scent of an unsolved case. Now here's one of those names, Master Horianger. Call me what thou wilt, it is no matter. I have the right of it, do I not, Master Yearly Anchor? Master Holy Rancor. Can't get his name right at all. This actually be the first time Urianger worked with the Warrior of Light too. Directly. No, there was a quest line where he actually, I think you fought him, or he started brought you into like a testing method between you and somebody else. Get you to work with. There were no signs of the 7th Dawn then. It was there was the Circle of Knowing and the Path of the 12. Well, this is cute. Eventually, as you go on through the story of this, they break into your room, and wake you up. Morning. Yeah, and he thinks he's cracked the prophecy of what Urianger was yelling at people about. And he spent the time just discussing this, and he comes to the conclusion that they need to find a hero. And after 3 investigations, he found out there's a hero somewhere in Clalin. I can't remember exactly where. I think it must have been maybe eastern or southern, or central, east, or southern, based on the mountains in the back. I can't exactly remember where. I do apologize. And so the guy's not there. They heard he was a hero from the townsfolk, so they went to go meet him. And they wait. And they wait. And they wait. Eventually the hero appears, but it's an old man. He was called the hero back in his day. I'm assuming he did things that warranted him that title. And essentially, I guess he was asking for help as well. As he got older, he can't really fight as well as he used to, and he went to growing pumpkins. think he was worried about some monsters, some animals taking the pumpkins, and so he asked for help. Our friends came thinking that he was a hero that they were looking for. And to help with the pumpkins, they actually put on some, I think, some type of powder or something that would, you know, when animals smell something, it just offends them, their senses, they just take off. Don't bother with it. But here's where they just talk. We find out that he used to be a swordsman as well, and he can't really fight as he used to. But he still has his old armor and sword. Right here. Tries to give it to Hildebrand, but Hildebrand does not go for it at first. That's Dalamud in the background. Comes at this point, I think he thinks that he's the hero that's required. There's Dalamud. Good sir. And then the man starts sleeping on him. Yeah, and these were the creatures that the old man was worried about. Yeah, those are the ones that were scorching his pumpkins. So we just kept burning them. Now they sprinkled some powder stuff on them before at a point during here, but Hildebrand got this hero nonsense to his head to the point where he put on the old man's armor. Sword, shield, helmet, and I guess some chainmail underneath. As for how fast he got them on, I don't know. If you do the current Hildebrand surrounding, you're going to see that armor too with, somewhere. I'm going to get to that. Yeah, and that powder you put on there, offends their senses, whatever bombs have for senses. But Hildebrand thinks that he's the one that caused them to run away, and good for him. Alright, let's continue on until the next couple of minutes of this. Now, and what you're going to see this later on, Hildebrand actually has a certain weapon they make use of, not the sword and shield, but something else. This is where it was originally found for them. I'll go with you, Inspector. Yeah, she finds a gun halberd. Not just any gun halberd. Where'd you find that spear, Nashu? It was buried in the field. Yeah, he says he bought it off a merchant from Corthus, and yeah, that probably makes sense, because that weapon, that spear, is actually from Neil Van Darnus. He used that. That was his weapon when he fought against you at Riven Road, the final boss of 1.0. 1.0 era. So this quest must have been right after that, at some point. It's been so long, I do apologize, it's been a while. But this is how Hildebrand first gets a hold of it. And he sees that there's ash stuck in it, so he tries to loose the ash by pulling the trigger. That's how he got the Dalamud himself. I'm not sure how he did not get enthralled by Bahamut when I think about that. I guess he was so airheaded that Bahamut didn't even bother. Or he couldn't get through the airheadedness. But then even Urianger here recognizes Hildebrand. Stray seeds quickened and ashes grey embrace, valiant blades forged under the 12's good grace. In prophecy are myriad truths concealed, the eye of man decreased but shall be revealed. Gentleman hero Hildebrand, thou art but one valiant blade among many. Thank you, everyone, for just partaking in that. But that was Hildebrand 1.0. If you want to check this out more, again, I'm going to put the link at the end of the stream. You can check that out. Check out that in its entirety. There's a couple others on YouTube that shows videos of that in more detail. And obviously, if you look online, if you want to read up on that, by all means do so. But I think the videos give it a more idea what it looked like, especially like this. So, that being said, let's get back to the action. So, we are going to go through Hildebrand ourselves. Now, I've already done that once with Clalin, so we have to go through New Game Plus for that. Now, there are 5 chapters to this. 5 different chapters for Hildebrand. I think that's in side quests? Yes. Feared lost forever when the calamity struck, a true Eorzean hero and legend had returned to the realm. Join Hildebrand Manderville, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, and his talented and charming assistant Nashu Makadaka as he scour all creation to solve the most perplexing cases that plague the people of Eorzea. Now, what's good about this Hildebrand storyline is that you have to go through this if you want to get access to 3 of the trials. And I'll show you what they are as we go through them. Now, as I mentioned, there are 5 chapters. The trial battles are chapters 2, 4, and 5. Now, with these quests showed up right after you finish off the Ultimate Weapon storyline. So what I'm going to do, at the end of chapter 1, I'm going to do one of the 2 dungeons that were released along with 2.0 after you finish the main story. First I'm going to do is Wanderer's Palace. Next I'm going to do later on, at the end of chapter 3, will be Amdapor Keep. And with that, the guild heist and that one quest I need to finish should get us caught up completely. So, without further ado, I'm going to get us started with this. Oh, I guess I gotta do it inside the city itself. Alright. Okay, let's try it inside. Where would Hildebrand be? Who will die? Thinking. Folks. Alright, let's try it here. Huzzah! The rise of fall of gentlemen. Right here, Wyman. Great. I hear you've been busy as a bee, Clalin. Seems half the whispers what come my way relate to your comings and goings. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some queer rumors, am I right? But before that, let me ask. Ever heard of a man named Hildebrand? Yes, I have. Oi, you don't mean to say you knew the bugger? I knew he thought himself famous, but thinking it don't make it true. Shame they had to go and get himself killed. All that nonsense about stopping Dalamet himself. What in the 7 hells was he thinking? Lest it was mercifully quick, still, judging from the depth of the crater, he must have fallen from an unfathomable height. God only knew what was going on through his mind as he watched the ground rush up to meet him. Amazing how well the body was preserved, though. Hell, it's amazing there was a body left to bury at all. I had a reason for bringing this up. Ah, right. So Nashu, Hildebrandt's erstwhile assistant, had since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass, a bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's at wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte. So if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lent her a hand. As for where to find her, she's like to visit Hildebrandt's grave in the lich yard when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. So that'd be East Clalin? Yeah, right there. Now, when I first did these Hildebrandt's quests, like anything else, thought it was like a quest. There's important stuff to be had. Hey, it's Lars. Lena! Hey! Where are you? Sec? Hang on. One second to see if Len's gonna be able to join us. Oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You know how to stop these zombies. Ah, you there. Could it be? You've come to offer your services to me? She did. I don't think they remember you for some reason. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinarily Inspector. At least, that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildebrandt was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We traveled the world meeting him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the inspector to solve it with grace and style. But then there was the final case. The case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then he came back down, and he... This is all a joke. Big funny joke. Right, Inspector? Any moment now, you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! Had you fooled, eh?" And then we'll laugh and laugh. I have a feeling he's seen that all too often. That would be the sword and shield he got from the old man, that video we just saw. They say no one remembers the warriors of light, their names, their faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, gentleman hero Hildebrand. I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. I, Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is or how to find him. But now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go where those dapper zombies were last seen in southern Clalin, you might find them. And then you can become their friend. And that's to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. Alright. So for this, you have to go to southern Clalin. And there's a fight you need to partake in. Let's go over here. Bees. Now the fate is, as it just said, in southern Clalin, and it is right here. It's actually up right now. It's called Fallen Corpses Rise in Style. No one's started yet, so hopefully I can beat it in time. We'll see. Maybe I can do this as a job I can actually get experience with. I forget it. Just goes Paladin. Gentleman is rather than does. Follow me all he wants. She gives a parchment. We have to give back to Nasher with the Lich Yard. Hate to be rough when I say that, but I think the old man where that sword and shield originally belonged to, I think he might have been passed by now. Did you find the zombies? You did? That's wonderful. I've been busy too. That zombie will rue the day he meets me. You'll see. So tell me, what did you learn? Curious parchment. Writ upon this map of the Sagoli Desert is a flamboyant, flowing hand are the words, "A gentleman is, rather than does." Oh, so you weren't able to make new friends. That's a shame. But this parchment, this is the map of the Sagoli Desert. There's this part marked here in the south, and look, there's something written here. A gentleman is rather than does. That sort of reminds me of, well, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onwards to the Sagoli! Sagoli! So with that, we're going to go to Forgotten Springs. My memory serves me right, there's only 4 quests per chapter. So at the end of this chapter, I'll do a Wanderer's Palace. Here's Nashu. I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy. Shy, though. I say we call them out and let them know we come in peace. And when the leader shows himself, we strike. A gentleman is rather than does. That's what we say. Who summons the gentle dead men? Head, look, the headpiece, the chain hat, and the sword. I guess shield too. I guess those must be the actual ones Hildebrand had. So I guess the ones on the grave is something else, somebody else's, in remembrance of what he last wore. But yeah, that looks like the exact same gear that was worn earlier. Deadpan zombie. Then again, they're all wearing the same headpiece. I take it back. They live, and we hunger, My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. Spare these 2 fair ladies of your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Up in the sky, look, it's a bird. No, it's an airship. No, it's the Inspector. We hear and we obey. It is you! It really is you! I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildebrand. Hildebrand? Who is this Hildebrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombie Brand, Devourer of Brains, Undead Overlord Extraordinaire! What are you saying? You're not an undead overlord, you're a gentleman inspector. Inspector, Overlord, Inspector, Overlord.
Oh, Inspector, you're just confused as all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours.
Stay your hand, milady. You don't know what you do. Even if the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of the blast was more than likely to liquefy my.
If crashing to the ground made you forget, then an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying.
See, even you acknowledge the possibility that this plan will result in my. Death. Good thing I'm wearing glasses. Normally I would applaud your ingenuity, Neshu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution.
Ah, he remembers me! Inspector Hildebrandt remembers me!
Yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What do I not quite remember is how I came to be here. Yeah, that must be just some generic brand of sword and shield, I guess. He crawled out of his own grave. Wow. Ah, such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and... What is this place? And for that matter, who am I? I, Hildebrandt, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have awoken at last.
I always knew you'd come back to us.
Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. And who might this fine lady be? Could she perhaps be one of my many admired... That's how he started 1.02. Oh, what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears, this dizziness. Could it be a case?
Amazing, isn't it? He wasn't dead. He was just badly injured. It needed to hibernate. I didn't even know people could do that.
Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat. Aha! The Sagoldi Desert, I'd bet my life on it. Which means Ul'dah is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could so violently trigger my keen investigator sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizen. Inspector Hillebrand shall soon deliver you from evil.
Which way did he go, Clalin? Did you see? Oh dear, I've got to find him. Ah, and change my outfit too.
Alright, let's go back to Ul'dah. Brains. Is that logged off for good now? Looks like he is. Oh well. Let's go over here.
Beg your pardon? You wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running about town dressed in rags?
Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? I do not consort with perverts. Well then. Looks like one's up ahead, one's in the hourglass. Silver nettle. What? You're looking for a half-baked Highlander that likes to catch criminals? I think I remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. My mate's pa's cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day to that bastard. Silver duelist. Oh, I think I know who that's alluding to. Should be here. Sorry, lass, but if it's information you want, you best be served by going to Wyman. The only rumors I've heard are the ones about the weapon thief. He calls himself a duelist or so I hear. But when you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well... I take it you dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So do tell. Just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wyman! Hey, Wyman! Thal almighty, bug him with a bleeding spear. The dead have arisen, and they're walking the streets of Ul'dah. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated.
It's true. He's not a zombie. I checked.
Aye, you do seem to be hale and hearty, which, begs the question, how in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence? What matters that yours champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice? Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling for that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable! I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wyman is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden who said That knave assaulted a young woman as well. The audacity! I should fight her side at. Why, if it isn't the lady. Why, if it isn't the lady from the Sagoli? A serendipitous encounter indeed. Unless you too seek the belligerent in. Wow. A serendipitous encounter indeed. Unless you too seek the belligerent duelist. Capital! It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away!
Damn it, Hildy, I ain't told you the lass's name yet.
Back in the saddle. Alright, let's continue on. After her own heart. Well, Clalin, you might as well go after him. You'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellowmoon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say, you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weaver's Guild most every day. Good luck with the Inspectin Inspector. So, to the Weaver's Guild we go. Weaver's Guild should be just down the road here. Hang on. Hang on. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. I had someone commenting on the voice choices. I like that. I do like that. Thank you again, friend. My beloved Pureheart was unlike anyone you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You will bring it back to me, won't you? You will. Oh, didn't do it right. A priceless possession callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear the clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrandt, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for your pure heart. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft?
Theft, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day. After I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsoak and took it in a match at the Coliseum, I realized it was gone.
So, the time and location of the theft are unknown. Essential details, without which we cannot solve the case. There is but one logical course of action. Miss Moon, to coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursion to Sunsoak Tapestries. Okay, we shall go to Sunsoak Tapestries. Sunsoak Tapestries, I think, is in Null, so we're gonna go there. Here we go. Oh, I don't know. Are you sure this is going to help? Hey, there's Nashu. Sleeping. Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question?
Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist. I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled.
If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Coliseum and see what you remember. Yeah, I think I should be able to get this done by today and tomorrow. At which point I should be completely caught up. Almost. I do want to get through the guild heist, and I do want to get that one last quest done. If I can find out where it is.
Where could my pure heart be?
Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind as to tell us what you remember.
Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled around and struck the man in the face with my purse. In shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about six score ponces, and that blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 ponces! Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman.
Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion.
There sure are a lot of giant crates in Lolda. At the Weaver's Guild, at Sunsoaked Tapestries, and here too.
Stand back. I'm on the verge of unraveling this mystery. I must be allowed to focus. I must be allowed to focus.
Oh, you said that before. These crates are everywhere, Clalin. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open... Of course! That's still plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. Okay.
Nashu's delight. Many cope with grief by taking up new pursuits, such as travel or exercise. Nashu chose to study explosives.
Of course.
Of course there's people inside, perspiring man. Oh, gods have mercy.
Wow, there were people in there? I guess that explains the breathing and... Isn't that Yellow Moon's pure heart? Inspector, oh Inspector, look!
Oh, that's what it is. At the heart of every crime rests a single unassailable truth, reached only by a navigating web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for a shepherd leads its flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess while recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Moon for her weapon, the pure heart.
Inspector, we found the pure heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it.
It's not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees.
Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm. And should she replace an item from time to time, we collect it. For safekeeping, nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve?
Such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Goddess? Devotees? But of course. Then I had to inspect those crates were a stroke of genius indeed. As I was elucidating but a moment ago, these fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Lest you forget, the culprit is a duelist. He only claimed his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildebrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume? You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist's victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You'd be willing to share such precious information with me. Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is...
Where in the bloody hell do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet.
Alright, let's continue on. This will be quest number 4. So after this, yeah. We'll get started with that wondrous palace. Suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, Then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. Golden Bazaar is in East Thanalan, so let's go to Camp Drybone. Alright, let's go. Hey, Humphrey. I'm Humphrey, and you are? Alas, I caught up with you. You there, young sir. I'm told you were a victim of the marauding duelist. Me? A victim? How amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago. But where he thought to find a whelp, he found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself.
You mean you won? That's amazing.
Well, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Cartoneau. Magic to the right of us, magic to the left of us, to the left of us, stuck in the middle with Master Lou. We were. Core, he was a dab hand with old magic. He was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit of how many giant beasties a man can. That man is no warrior of light. Tell him, Eleazar. Tell him that how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar, scoundrel! I trusted that bastard with my father's blade, bid him to take it to the smithy for restoration. Even gave him guilt to repay it, to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, sniveling and begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel. As if that's enough to set things straight. Look at me, you bleeding horse, look at me. Me flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartache. I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. Alright. He beat the shite out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the bill to pay for the surgeon. I have no idea where he or the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Eleazar's flowing golden locks? How forsaking young Humphrey helped the man he was wrong? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Do all inspectors dress like that? I've never met one before, so I don't know what to expect. The blade was a rare and ancient relic. You can't possibly think you'll recover it so easily. Alright, let's question the people of the Golden Bazaar. Look, they're all around here. Let's start with you, buddy. Who's talking with Nashu? Abe. Antique swords? Oh, I haven't the foggiest about that. That traveling merchant in Jajampa is the one you ought to speak with. Assuming he hasn't left. Lulu, no. That boy should be ashamed of himself. Robbing poor Eleazar of a priceless family heirloom, just to show you can never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, the lot of them. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Elazar a counterfeit blade. If the deception brings him peace in his final days, what would it be so wrong? Yet what drives this man to always claim his opponent's weapons? Pride? No, it must be deeper than that. Elazar's sword? Wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. Counterfeit. Alright, so this weapons dealer is still released. Yeah, this place brings back memories. I wasn't behest. Like, I actually have to defend this place from the Amal-Jaz. That's interesting. And you have to use, like, not just disciples of the war, like Paladin and Magic. Even gatherers and crafters were used to help. They would help the villagers instead. Like, it was different. Yeah, it involved, no matter what job you played, this one event involved everyone on the type of battlefield. Whether it's from helping defeat the enemies or helping the NPCs. I think if doing that can also help the other players too, in some sense. Je jump pas. Hello. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword. At least, not of one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, any words I determine to be of dubious origins, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a facsimile similar in design to the one you describe. That presents a quandary. Though I'm loath to deceive an honorable man like Elazar, a well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue the search for the genuine article. Well, if there's a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me. I say we search the spring first before declaring it all. I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. The guard there's probably looking at us. What the hell? Alright, so. Oh, that place. I don't know what that is. Chocobo time. It's nice seeing these new people and new players playing this game. I mean, it's a different system, Xbox, but to me it lights a. I can't say fire, but it warms the heart. The game is still thriving with the new community. Or new people joining our. Yeah, it's new community and just a joining of communities, really. To all Xbox players, welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. I find it's a fun, great game, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Feel free to ask any questions, either to myself or other players. It occurs to me that I'm not fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating with a liberal application of salamander oil, that is. Indeed, on many occasions my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. What? Get your assistant to do that. The body is but an instrument in occasional need of oiling. So come, my friend, come and oil me up. A thick, sticky oil collected from the underbelly of a river-dwelling salamander. Oh, this comforting scent, as though I am a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh. Really? The pain multiplies manifold. Gently now, gently. Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods, yes, at last. My muscles slacken and soften, the warmth spread, and the pain becomes pleasure. Huh? I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but... Right there, yes, keep doing that, just like that, just like... Yes, now, once more, with feeling. This is going somewhere, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, never before have I received such splendid ministrations. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good woman. I spy with my inspector's eye. A holy pot. Oh look, a muddy pebble. And a muddy bottle. Great. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you found? Worthless bottle. This is not the sword you're looking for. Useless rock. A completely useless and unremarkable rock. Come now, what were you expecting? A rock that keeps squirrels away? Irrelevant potsherd. Well, at least you didn't pick up a rock at random like some people. No sign of the sword Jean mentioned, I see. Ah. Well, now I'm all wet. What was that anyway? Hmm? Did something cause you to... Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. Then I had you search that section of the spring water with a stroke of... Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in those clothes. I'll go to Ulda and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful of you, Neshu. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Elazar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. Isn't that wonderful, my friend? Soon all of Elazar's woes will be no more. Will be no more. Elazar. All right. Where is it? Is the guy inside a house or something? Let's see. Maybe. Let's go check this house, maybe. He's inside. Yep, there he is. As promised, I return to your father's ancient blade. Aye,
It is her. Every chip and scratch is just as I remember. God bless thee, sir. I never expected to go to such lengths for two strangers without thought of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. Just common enough if you know where to look. Wrong voice. Just common enough if you know where to look. That gentleman recognizes the good in every soul and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector, I brought you your change of clothes. I also bought a supply of tonic from the peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nashu. If you would just bring me that case. That looks like it hurt. Inspector? Inspector Hildebrand? There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? He just puts down the crate. The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? That's supposed to be flattering. No, it's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. A challenge for me! Oh, at last the curtain rises. Very well. If I am to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible, so bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light. He is exceptionally something. Core Inspector Hildebrand, you look amazing. Hildebrand. This is far from the strongest of swords. Blue skies and the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? He has Van Darnus' sword. Gun halbert. Gentleman Hero Hildebrand. Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not claim the blade. With my, let us call it, genius, I shall bring you to justice.
Wait, you wish to deal with weapons, not wits? The bridge hardly seems appropriate for such an epic battle.
Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. Pumpkins sort of remind me of... No, it's gone. Never mind.
Alright. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom for a quick moment, so when I come back, we're gonna do one of the dungeons and then continue on with Hildebrand. I'll be right back. Alright, folks, I'm back. Thank you for your patience and waiting. Alright, as mentioned previously, we are going to continue on with the Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn, but we're going to, I'm not going to change gears, but I am going to do a dungeon. Have not done a dungeon with you folks in quite some time, so let's get down to it. There's 2 level 50 dungeons that came out with when Realm Reborn was released. Actually, there was more than just one, but the one you get through the storyline is, or 2. That would be Castrum, Meridianum, and the Praetorium. Along with that, there are also 2 other ones. 2 side ones. And the Board Keep is actually part of the Relic Quest, so if you do Relic Quest, I know it's actually the both side. That's the Relic Quest that requires you to go into here as well. To get access to these, you have to talk to 2 NPCs. I forget where they are. I'd have to look through my notes for that. But the first one that I jumped into, aside from these 2, was Wanderer's Palace. That's where my end game started. For many people, actually, myself included. And we're gonna take what's the word I'm looking for? Stroll through memory lane for this place. Show you to the first level 50, the first optional side dungeon. Let's get to it. And much as we've done with previous dungeon trials, we're I'm gonna go with one of the 10 Final Fantasy for one of the 10 first jobs. We spent the entire last month going through the job quest for that, and well, now we're gonna play with them again. So, which one? Hang on. Which one I'm gonna use? I'm gonna have that be done at random through our wheel of jobs. All the jobs are here. I actually managed to try and color code them as best as I could. So, without further ado, let's spin. Wanderer's Palace, which job are we going as? Please not Scholar, please not Scholar. Dragoon. Dragoon it is. Alright, jump onto Dragoon. Before I jump in, let's see if Len is on. If he wants to join. He is not, I think. So, that's fine. Nope, he's not. So, let's just go ourselves. Join. Wait time 9 minutes. Now, I'd love to go through the storyline with this. Won't be pretty though. Do we have any of these left? Probably just gonna. Let's just go sell that. I don't need that. Where's the NPC here? There's one right around. There you are. Yeah, I don't need cheesecake. Those I need. I'm gonna sell that on the upmarket board. Screw it, just sell. There you go. Alright, that's good. Yeah, so at the end of each of the Hildebrandt quest lines, as I mentioned, chapters 2, 4, and 5, there's a trial you do at each of those, end of those ones. Chapters 1 and 3 do not have anything at the end of them aside from more stories. That's right, I forgot the two side dungeons. Gonna do them during that time. All right, we just finished chapter 1. Chapter 2 will commence after we get this part done. While we're waiting for friends to join us, let's actually go to the Gold Saucer quickly, and then just play some games, and then have our fun. I've been here in a while. Wow. Oh. Gonna get lucky? Nope. That's better than nothing. Ah, should have went the other way. Rip. Hey, there we go. 10,000, 11,000. Yeah, let's go. Oh, wrong. Unsellable? What? You can't sell cards anymore? Probably because I'm in New Game Plus. That's why. That's why. Okay, okay, okay. Rip. I'm saving my gil because of my MGP. I want... Where is it? I want the blackjack. I'm almost there. Hey, look, it's Jim. Yo, Jimbo. Don't be greedy, don't be greedy. Ah, you were greedy. That's a rough one. Yeah. It's right where that was, right there. So, which one is that going to be in? I say this one with the dog. Yep. Ooh, that was a harsh one. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Good job. Alright, so bye, jump. Where's your jumbo? This is if you do this, sorry. You play this thing 3 times and actually win 3 times, you get an extra 1,000, I think, or 1,500. Yeah, so right here, you get an extra 1,000 MGP. Now, if you win about 100 from these mini games, if you get 100 from these mini games, you get an extra 1,500 MGP. Oop, I suck. Weak. Sloppy. There we go. An extra 15 right here. Alright, we're done with that. Average wait time, 9 minutes. I like to respectfully disagree with that timer. Actually, while I'm here. Can't do a new game plus. Fantastic. We'll do it when we're done. I think this might actually be the last new game plus I do. Remember back in 1.0 there was a glitch you can do with this where you can somehow manage to jump up there without being in the mini game for this. And then people can just quickly just climb up. They've since patched that. Someone's playing some beautiful music. Hey, there's a Mikote up there. Now, do I have my Jumbo Cacpot tickets? That's from tonight. It's already been passed. Yeah, I can actually go get the money for this. Let's go. Let's get money for this. Did I win? Did I win? Did I win? Let's see. Did I win? Nope. Nope. Let's get some more numbers. Random. Nope. Let's try that. Yes. Random. Nope. 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 Let's try that. Let's go with that. All right. Better luck next week. The only thing left for me to do for MGP right now is to do the fashion report, which I will probably do tomorrow. And by doing that, that should take me about less than 200,000 MGP to go. I suppose I could do some other things to boost it up. I mean, if you look at the challenge log for Gold Saucer, there's a gaggle of different ways you can get that. Triple Triad's one way, winning Triple Triad in the Battle Hall, winning Triple Triad in the Battle Hall, open tournaments, and win something. Go to Vermilion, Dome and Mahjong, Wanderer's Palace, let's go! Alright, so this is the first optional side dungeon. Optional dungeon, Final Fantasy XIV offered for level 50s. Because previous to this, we had like Cutter's Cry, Sunken Temple, Darkhold Zamael, as well as Oran Vale. Dark Knight, White Mage, and Red Mage. This should be fun. No, these you just ignore. Guys, no, just keep going. Keep going. Just keep going. I'm tanking. I'm a tank. Well, I just want to get better if I do it this way. I don't have spike yet, so. Okay, now comes the first boss, Keeper of Halidon. Puddle, you don't step on it. Oh, that's later on. Never mind. That's later. That's it. Alright. And we go into here. That's 1/3 of the dungeon done. Oh, that's not damage. One at a time for out at this level. Because, well, yeah. Where are you going? You're going left. Okay. Tank, you might want to wait for the rest of the party to get here. That's my own personal opinion. This guy. Go. Go, 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 go. Don't stop. Just go, bro. Just go. Okay, that's a bit too far now, buddy. We're gonna die here. Damn it, I didn't want you to start stabbing them. Ah, just kill me. Oh well, it happens. My strategy for that area is the big guy's gonna come at you regardless. I mean, you can try and finish your way around, and it could work. I like to just run through it. Haven't stabbed me once. I grab those two ghosts at the front. I go down the stairs, try and lose sight of the big guy. Then go grab those two tom bears in the middle. Kill those four there. Then, after that, I go toward down the end to get the... Well, once you get those four down, you're in front of the door where the main boss is, or second boss is. I'll show you what I mean. For this dungeon, I like to grab those guys and tank right here. Kill all of them right here. And then and you have to kill the tom bears because they drop these lanterns which you need to open up the door. And there's two of them. There's one here and there's one way down there. And I like fighting on the staircase too if I can. Mage type mobs like this, because they like to stay behind. If you want to bring them in the staircase, go further than in your tanking. Tank further than staircase. Like bring them here, then go beyond, go a little bit beyond. Oh, they got the other one already. Alright, never mind. Yeah, you have to do the same thing down the road. There was another one down the road. Alright, so this guy's pretty simple. Tank and spank, kill the ads. Back in the day, there was a certain order you have to kill the ads, but nowadays you just hit so hard that it's just tank and spank. At this point, when he selects a target, you lose aggro on this guy, so just beat him. I don't need treasure here, they can keep all the treasure. That's 2 warlock robes. These 3 I like to kill right here. As soon as you step up with steps, there's a big well, that guy shows up. I get the feeling the healer might be new to this, so I wouldn't be too keen on pulling everything. We should kill the second boss. We can literally just yeah. Yeah, if you want to quickly do it, pull those three, then run behind here, so that most mobs can't attack you through walls. Dude, you're repeating a mistake, my friend. Or at least stay here. I suppose it's like a trial by fire, yes? You folks? And since it's a bunch of tonberries, the natural final boss of this place has to be the Tonberry King. Sharpens his knife on the lantern. Tonberry King has been dethroned. That's a bad line. My thing is gonna go towards the red mage. Hey, I got it gone. There we go. That was one of the two side dungeons. Next time I'm gonna do it is after the end of chapter 3 of Hildebrandt. Speaking of Hildebrandt, let's continue that on. We're going towards Eastern Island Camp Drybone. Although I think at the end of chapter 2 I might call it for the night and continue this again tomorrow. So let's get at least chapter 2 done. Which is at the Golden Bazaar. I forgot to read that.
Perchance you're curious. Actually, I can do it this way.
No.
Perchance you're curious about the duelist declared target?
I'll do this quickly here. Just for this one time. Camera. Stop. Not trying to make this easier to read.
Perchance you're curious about the duelist declared target? It so happens I have identified the weapon in question.
Alright, let's go back here.
The treaty blade is a part of its guardian noble. The treaty blade is part of its guardian's noble collection, or was, I should say. No, it has not been stolen. It has been purchased by an Uldan collector, the wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice it to say, I would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I not to investigate her. And should the duelist strike whilst I am present, well, I hope I needn't explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. I'm told she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I am also told that she has a fondness for rare flowers, the sort Tutusi in Camp Drybone sells. You can come along if you'd like.
Alright. Tutusi. There you are. Plop.
I had a feeling you couldn't resist the pull of a good story. Since you're here, why don't you choose the Alvic Lavender to buy? Here we are, miss. Thank you for your patronage. Was it for love or money that you killed him? It was you? Have you gone mad? There was an Almozral arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Almozra don't shoot fleeing unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victim make for convincing merchants. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves for God's sakes, or at least wave your hand in front of your face. The calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So again, I ask, what was it because you took it from your share or your sister? You don't touch a man's kin. He knew that, and yet he... Damn. I thought he did it for the money. You two, he's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for the help, Inspector. At least he's competent. When did investigating crime become such a popular profession? It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron. Not at all like that buffoon Hildebrand, don't you think? I try not to think about Hildebrand. We should get going. Lady Gerilda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. Alright, so she is in Vesper Bay, everyone's favorite place to go to. So we have to... I'm taking a chocobo porter there. I've done enough traveling for now. I'll finish up chapter 2. And after chapter 2, I'm going to call it a night.
Or now here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here for the night for tonight, actually. Yeah, that's gonna be the best thing I think for tonight. Tomorrow, get ourselves a good start to finish up the last of the series of quests and missions that Realm Reborn has to offer Clalin, and then continue on from there, time pending. For everyone that came, I thank you for joining. I hope you all had a fantastic time with us today. We're near the end, near the end. We've got about another stream. I think tomorrow's stream or streams. We'll be taking a break or two during the day. We'll finish up what I can with the Realm Reborn, and probably by tomorrow evening, continue on with post ARR. So for everyone that's joined since the start of the stream, even for tonight, whether new or old, I thank you for joining. For the gentleman I missed earlier today in my previous stream, I apologize I did not answer right away. I was engrossed in the story. I do apologize for that. But that being said, I thank you still for joining me during that time frame and shared what you could. And I'm going to call it night tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Exactly what time, I do not know. Tomorrow's one of the few days where I sleep in, and I'm going to take advantage of that. So when I come back, I should be less baggy under the eyes, so to speak. So, thank you all for joining. We're going to raid someone today. Who's available? Who's available? Are you up and at 'em? Let's see, are you awake? Yeah. Let's raid Captain Odin again. For no particular reason. So, let's raid Mr. Captain Odin. Once again, I thank you all for joining. You all take care now.